I mean, I could tell all of mine, but it would take a long time. So I'm just gonna tell a few. Um, so the house that my grandma lives at right now, my pa, um,
Yeah.
they've been living there for like the longest time, and like dude, for as long as I can remember, they've been living there,
Hmm.
and like a bunch of my cousins and my aunts and uncles and stuff. We've all cycled through that house, like different families living there, because
Yeah.
it's just part of our family. So we all just whenever we needed a place to live, someone else would move in, and the other family would move out. So yeah, this house is really creepy, and they still live in the house currently to this date. And swear to God, when we lived there that for this one summer, I was like, I want to say I was like 10 or 11, and my cousins and we were playing game like super late at night,
Hmm.
and one of my favorite cousins, Sebastian.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna learn to love this guy because he's gonna be part of a lot of stories if we end up telling like millions of stories. But yeah, he and I were the only two left like awake because he was playing, or we were taking turns playing RuneScape and playing Super Smash Bros. So one night we're playing, right, and there's like, okay, to describe the scene, there's like a wall to the left where we usually slept, and then we put the table like at the end of the wall, and then we put the TV there with the GameCube. Rest in peace, GameCubes. And then like over to the corner of the like to the right of the room was the computer, and if you looked left from the computer, you could see the hallway, and the hallway was like it leads to where the bedrooms are, and like right after the hallway entrance is the bathroom door,
Hmm.
and
Wait, is this the house that I usually pick you
yes,
up from?
yes,
Wow.
yeah. I mean, hey, you don't sleep there, so I
Yeah.
mean, if you have, okay, you slept there one time, but it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that because then I feel like we slept upstairs though. You don't want to be like slept upstairs. I
Yeah,
just
no,
slept downstairs.
no, it's the whole house, bro. It's the whole house. But yeah,
But then we kind of cuddle. I mean,
yeah. But anyway, so like you can see the entrance to like the hallway in the bathroom from the corner if you like just peek your eye, like in the corner of your eye. So he and I were playing, or he was playing Super Smash Bros. While I was playing RuneScape, and then I was like, "Hey Sebastian, I need to go to the bathroom because we were getting really tired." And I was like, "I need to go to the bathroom. You want to go?" Because we were both scared anyway.
yeah.
So he was like, "Sure." And then he's like playing, and I was like, "Okay, I'm almost done." And then all of a sudden, he was like in the middle of a huge fight on Super Smash Bros. And then he just stopped, and then I just hear his character die, and I'm like, "Are you okay, Sebastian? Why'd you stop playing?" And then he just like froze for like a good 20 to 30 seconds, and then he's like, "Stefan, don't look towards the hallway because there's something there, and I can't figure out what it is." So from the corner of my eye, I see this like really tall, like white figure, and it had like long hair, long flowing hair, and I'm like, I don't want to go bathroom anymore. And then like I was trying to turn off the computer so we could go to sleep, and I'm like, Sebastian, just pretend that it's not there. We're gonna turn everything off, and we're gonna go to sleep, okay? And he's like, okay. So we turned off the computer, turned off the GameCube, turned off the TV. We went to we laid down because we our spots were like right next to each other, so we laid down, and then friggin' as we were laying down and we like faced each other, we'd hear like or feel and hear like footsteps coming towards the living room that we were sleeping in.
Hmm.
And then we were just freaking out, and we just like looked at each other, and we didn't try to look anywhere because we were just like laying on our sides looking at each other the whole time. And we were like, yeah, let's just pretend that nothing's there. Don't look away, don't look up, don't do whatever. We're just gonna look at each other, and we're just gonna keep talking to each other because everyone else is asleep, and we don't want to wake them up and freak them out too. So we're just sitting there, like laying there, whispering to each other. whew, and then we could like feel, because we were like on the edge, because everyone else was like sleeping towards the wall, and we were the ones on the edge, and I could feel, because I was on the very edge, I felt something like walk up behind me, and I'm just like, Sebastian, just focus on me, buddy, just focus on me, don't look. And it's just like, oh no. So we end up falling asleep. Next morning, we were the first ones to wake up because we were both still freaked out, and we both still needed to go to the bathroom really, really bad. So we wake up and we looked at the computer and the GameCube. All the wires were pulled out. Like something was really mad and pulled out all the wires. And then the TV, it was on, but the wire was pulled out. Like the power cord.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, how is this possible? But yeah, we stopped sleeping in that living room for like 2 weeks. we let everyone know like a week later that that happened, and they're like, wow, and you guys let us sleep in the living room. So it was like it was my older brother Damon, and then Sebastian's like 3 younger siblings that kept sleeping in the living room, while me and him always went and slept in the room. We just ditched them like every night, and we even stopped playing game really late, and we just let them play, and we just went to sleep because we were just so scared. Dude, it was the worst.
Like, don't you have like another story with Sebastian and Damon, well, like in like that house too?
Dude, there's that house is just full of stories, bro. All right, so where's Pong? Pong couldn't make it because he's working. Yeah. Jenny. But yeah, there was another scary story, and like, okay, I was home by myself, and not by myself, but it was me and my ball, and it was like my junior year of high school when I came back from Vegas, and like I've always hated that house, and it always gave me the creeps. But this one time, it was just me and her, and she was like, oh, can you go move some stuff in the basement for me? Like plants and stuff. And I still had that inkling that, like, you know, the house is still creepy, but I was like, I'm older, this shouldn't freak me out, you know? So I'm like, sure, I'll go and move all the stuff. So I'm moving the stuff, right? And then I move like almost everything out, and then there's like 2 big plants left downstairs, and then I opened the door to like go downstairs, and then the lights were off, and I was like, "Bah, did you turn off the lights?" And she was like, "No, why?" And I was like, "Because they're off." And I went to flip the switch, and they were just dead. And then she was like, "I just changed the bulb yesterday, so I don't know why it would be dead." And then I looked, I was talking to her, and I was facing her, like where her direction, because she was like at her room. So then I turned back and I looked down the stairs, and there's this like little girl in monk clothes standing at the bottom of the fucking stairs, dude. And I'm just like, I don't think I want to move these plants anymore. So I'm like, Bah, there's a little girl standing at the bottom of the stairs. And then she was like, oh, don't mind her. That's just my best friend from when I was a little kid. And I was like, oh my god. Why do you have to tell me that? And then she's like, oh, don't worry. She's not going to do anything. And I'm like, she's standing at the goddamn bottom of the stairs. I am not going down there to move anything anymore for you ever. And she's just like, she walks over to me, and then she's like, oh, don't worry about it, I'll go down there and move it then. And then when I look back down the stairs, gone. And I was like, okay, Paul, I'm going home. I will see you in like 2 weeks. I'm not coming back for 2 weeks. So yeah, that was like one of the worst experience, like recent ones. So
that's my best friend.
Yeah, and she told me the story like a month after, and it was her best friend from when she was a child, and her best friend drowned. So, yeah, it was kind of sad, but also really freaky.